My name is Zohar. I come from England. I'm 58 years old in 2 days' time. For about 2 years now, longer actually, about 4 years, I've been looking at the website of the Ayahuasca Foundation and wanting to come and do this course because I knew that long ago that this would be a pivotal point in my life and that my life would never be the same after this. I knew that it will change my life in incredible, fantastic ways that even at the time that I knew it, it was obvious to me that there is no way that I could have described the changes, and it's exactly what has happened. So the way that things worked out for me was that about December last year, I was diagnosed with a heart disease. Actually, it's a disease that is over the whole body, but it attacked my heart. And I was told that it is incurable, and my heart was in such a bad condition that there was really nothing that they could do except fit me with a defibrillator. And I was told that this will probably stay with me for the rest of my life, and not only this, that it will spread to other parts of my body. I've been a professional airline pilot for 30 years, and it has been an incredible, very dynamic and powerful life. I've been flying wide-body jets, heavy jets, for that amount of time, 27 years of those 30 years. And I've been all over the world and led a very interesting life. And the fitting of the defibrillator spelled the end of that life. And I had to rethink everything. But what had happened 2 months previously is that I decided that in some way I was going to be able to do the course, even though I could not get that amount of time off from my job. And I ended up filling the application form for the 10 weeks course. And then the way life works, it happened that I actually was grounded permanently because you cannot have a pilot flying heavy jets with a defibrillator. So that was the end of my career as a pilot, which in many ways was perfect because it enabled me to come here. So I was very sad about the end of that dynamic life, but it opened the doors wide open to come and learn how to fly in other ways. So I came here and I did this course. Before I came here, I knew, as I said before, that this would be a new life after that. I didn't realize the extent of, to what degree that is going to be true. But even in those days, before I came, I knew that it would be like my own Mayan calendar, the Mayan calendar of my own life, because my view is that the Mayans knew that at a certain point human consciousness is going to change in such magnificent ways that they simply couldn't predict it. It wasn't that they were not wise enough, they were very wise, but they could not predict because the change was just going to be so vast, so immense. And this is exactly what happened to me on a personal level. My Mayan calendar ended the day before I arrived here in Peru, and during these 10 weeks, one of the best things that could have happened is that I was actually healed. I've got some tests to do when I get back home. I feel fantastic. I feel very vibrant, very alive, full of zest and vitality. And I'm pretty sure that I'm completely healed. And that is incredible in its own ways. But more than that, everything that has happened on the course has been absolutely stellar. There are no words to describe what the transformation that happens here, and beyond the transformation, the transcendence that results in this. And it would take a book to describe everything that went on here in the 33 ceremonies that we've had. Don Enrique has been incredible. He is a force of nature. There is just no other way to describe him. And he gives and he gives and he gives and he gives, and endlessly. You learn so much, you experience so much. Literally with every ceremony you grow and your consciousness expands, and you become so connected to the plant spirits and to your spiritual self, to your higher consciousness, to God, Goddess, all that is, to the angelic realm, to Gaia, our Mother Earth. You become a part of the whole, and it's a change that is irrevocable. You could never really go back to how you were, and I'm so happy about that. The consciousness expands to a degree that is indescribable. You simply have to come here and experience it for yourself. The staff has been fantastic, from the cook to the lady who did our rooms. Everybody has been incredible. The facilitators, Dean and Greg, have been, absolutely super. I have only words of praise for all of them, and I especially want to thank Carlos, because if it wasn't for Carlos, we wouldn't have the Ayahuasca Foundation, and I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have been healed. And beyond that, I am now flying in greater and better and more expanded ways. My consciousness is flying. This has been the best 10 weeks of my whole life. Thank you.